I started this video and then interrupted by a small child. So I'm trying again, which is fine because there were things that I would rather rework. So I thought I would kind of go into some stuff that's been on my... I keep not making videos because some of the things that I want to share I feel like I shouldn't share or whatever, and the things that I want to talk about are things I shouldn't talk about on here. That being said, I feel like I gotta share the shit, like I say, and I gotta share some of the stuff. So I thought I would go into Mark and I got divorced because we didn't work, right? I say this. We didn't work for a little while. After we had Theo, it was hard, and everybody knows that after you have kids, marriage gets really, really hard and really tight, and it's easy to forget about being married and to forget about your spouse and become a parent and fully focused on being a parent. And we get that. If you add on the fact that I got pregnant so quickly with Joey, and that when I had Joey, Mark was gone for a year overseas. He's attacking the cat. You add on a new layer. I spent a year alone with a 1-year-old and a newborn, and I did 95% of that year by myself and having to require like people who are not my spouse and the father of my children to help out. I didn't sleep. I learned a level of patience I didn't even know I could learn. I learned a level of independence I didn't even know I could learn. I grew into a whole different person. When Mark got back, we got pregnant very quickly, of course. Within the first month, he was back with Angie, which is common for people in the military. And we never had time to be a family of 4, let alone barely a family of 3 when we had just had Theo. And I got really sick during Angie's pregnancy, so I was sick all the time and grumpy, and I was depressed because pregnancy made me really depressed. And we were on an island in the middle of the ocean. Then, after having Angie, we had a lot of issues. There was some things that I had found out about that had really upset me and had started to kind of push us over the edge. There was some things that were lied about. There was some dishonesty there that really created some cracks, I guess you could say. And we just turned into a couple that fought all the time, and I wasn't happy. And at some point I made a bunch of really good female friends who pushed me into doing things for myself and not just doing things for everybody at home. And I started to work out and run, and that's how I found running and hiking, and I lost all this weight and felt really good about myself and gained confidence that I hadn't had in 5, 6, 7 years. I started to find a little independence, and that was outside just being a mom. And whatever it was, it just caused a lot of fights. And I did not grow up in like the happiest of homes, like in the sense that like my parents were divorced when I was 14, and they started the divorce process when I was young, and it was a constant cycle of fighting and all of that. And when I noticed that we were fighting more than anything, and every little thing was a problem, I just knew that it wasn't what I wanted. And knew that it wasn't what my kids deserved. I didn't like growing up in a household where my parents clearly didn't like each other. And I didn't want to put my kids through that. Like, there was a lot of unhappiness between us, and there was a lot of fighting, and I enjoy having 4 kids. It's really tiring, and like, holy shit, it's 4 of them, which I feel like that has worn off on me now. There's just 4 of them. I enjoy it though. Like, I love them, and even though when it's really like, even though I want breaks and it's hard and exhausting, I'm so tired, and I still want bits of myself, I feel like I work really hard to balance it all, because I know that's what makes me happiest, and it makes me a better mom for them, and in general better coworker, better employee, better sister, better daughter, better friend, better everything. I work really hard on balancing it all, and so I enjoy my life. It takes a lot of work. I don't mind it. I don't mind that it takes a lot of work to be someplace doing things that I love, and I'm not the type of person to sit around and do nothing. Could be watching TV and it's hey, stop chewing on me, I'm not a chew toy. I don't know where his chew toy is. No, go find a chew toy. At some point, I don't think Mark was happy. He might tell you differently. I don't know. There's 2 sides to every story. My side is he was clearly unhappy with it. He was clearly unhappy with the life that we had. He spent a year away, and he did things differently, and he got used to doing them by himself. And it's hard to come in and suddenly be part of a family when you haven't been, and those are your kids, and yeah, I don't know. I don't know what it was like for him, and I know that he was, at least to the outside eye, very unhappy. And I wasn't. At some point I found happy, and I have continued to find happy. I want to share, and everybody's gonna view it differently, and maybe I shouldn't share it, maybe I don't know. But Mark doesn't talk to the kids very often since he's been gone. He came to visit the one time, and I haven't really heard from him since, unless I call. The boyfriend's on his way over. I didn't know if that was him at the door. But that's his choice. I make an effort, and I call, and I talk to the kids about him and such, but it makes me think that this was the right choice in the end, because I don't know. He's clearly busy and at peace with his life enough to do his thing. And so not just being the best option for me, but the best option for him, because he's able to do his thing however he wants. In his words, he can live his life, and I can live mine. And I'm really happy living a life with 4 kids, so that's fine with me. It's hard sometimes to know that this is just our future. I don't know what it'll look like. I just know that it's exhausting making all the effort, but this is going around. I have no idea. It's pretty raw and real on this front, without the tears, that you guys usually get in these moments. So I do get ice cream right now. He's gonna be mad that I said anything about that. He hasn't talked to the kids much. If he ever watches this, or his family watches it, sorry. We got divorced because we weren't happy. He wasn't happy. And I wasn't happy for a long time, and then when I got happy, I just wanted to be around happy more. Be happy without worrying if somebody else in the house was happy too besides the kids. And even then, when they tell me they hate me, and I'm mean, because you know I don't let them eat ice cream for dinner, whatever, I remind them it's not my job to make them happy. It is my job to turn them into functional adults, and if they just happen to be happy along the way, that's cool. It's my job to take care of them and keep them alive and teach them healthy habits as I sit here eating ice cream. I'm gonna post this. I might regret it. But there's only a few of you who really watch it, right? But he makes his choices and I make mine. I know I made the right choice because clearly it's just frustrating sometimes when I don't know when he's gonna call the kids. And I have to be the parent who keeps talking them up to the kids. I refuse to talk bad about him to the kids. Because that's not fair. Maybe one day they'll see this video and they'll be like, Mom, you talk shit. That is what it is at this point. I've done everything I can. I'm watching my P's and Q's still. Such is life. Only a few of you watch this, right? I don't know. We'll see. Enjoy my ice cream fest and slight bitching. I'm telling you a story of how divorce happens. Oh, look at him. Is he not the cutest thing you've ever seen? Quilber! Quilber! Oh, he knows his name. We've had him a whole week. He knows his name. Yeah, 1 week today. 1 week today. 1 week. He makes life better. Look at his puppy. Yeah. Alright.